how to get more energy throughout the day. Sometimes you can feel really tired and all you need is a little pick-me-up, so hopefully I can kind of explain some of those things. And again, these two things I'm gonna go over are just from my perspective and what works for me, so hopefully they work for you as well. My name is Chris. I'm a coach here at Life on Your Terms, and we make videos here so you can do exactly that. You can live a life on your terms. So how to get more energy throughout the day. I'm gonna talk about before the day, and then I'm gonna talk about during the day, if you need a little pick-me-up during the day, but I'm also gonna talk about habits that you can do before you start your day to get that energy up. Today, we're talking about more about the physical health, how to get that energy up, and maybe you don't feel great about your health, and that's why I'd encourage you to take the balance wheel in the description below. It's not gonna just look at health, we're also gonna look at relationships, we're gonna look at resources, and we're gonna look at the professional side of things, everything taking that holistic approach to your life, and maybe it can give you some insights as well. So, before the day, what can you do to increase your energy? There's a lot of things to pick from, but I have a few that I stick with that generally help me. Quality sleep. That is the first and foremost thing that I think everybody should be taking care of. 7 to 9 hours is what you should aim for. And if you find it hard to fall asleep at night, a few little hacks that I like to do is I like to turn off almost all my lights in my apartment about an hour before bed, and I just start to get naturally tired. When it's dark, I start to feel really tired, and then also I would encourage you to turn the temperature down about an hour before bed. If you like to sleep cold like I do, turn that temperature down about an hour before bed, and you'll just start to get naturally tired. Also, I would encourage you to not be on your phone 30 minutes before bed. If you do find it hard to sleep, get that blue light out of those eyes, maybe read, meditate, that can be some great things. And that actually ties into my next point, which is managing stress. When we're super stressed out, it can tire you out. So if you can manage your stress before the day or even the day before, you'll generally feel better. And you can manage stress through breathing exercises. I like the square breathing technique, which is 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds exhale, and another 4-second hold. I like meditation. These two things aren't gonna fix your stress, but it can kind of calm you down and not have you feel as winded up, so that can be helpful. What could fix your stress? A little more work-life balance, and that is setting boundaries, making sure you're taking care of that holistic approach, as I talked about earlier, help you manage that stress so you don't feel out of whack, I guess. And then also having a consistent schedule can be really helpful managing your stress. You know what's gonna happen at this time, so those can be very helpful. Another way to manage your stress, which is personally my favorite, is to exercise regularly. Find an exercise routine that works for you and then do it regularly. Hopefully about 5 days a week is what you should target. Personally, I lift weights 5 days a week and I do cardio one other day, and that is very helpful for me. Maybe you like walking, then walk 5 days a week. You're just gonna feel better. Our bodies are meant to move, so I'd encourage you to exercise regularly, and that can increase your energy as well. So that's the first point. What can you do before the day? That moves to my second point of what can you do during the day to increase that energy? A little pick-me-up, if you will. And with that, I would encourage you to get sunlight, and get sunlight in your eyes as quick as possible. I know Andrew Huberman, if you guys have ever heard of him, talks a lot about getting sunlight early and often in the eyes so you feel more alert, and it does something with your hormones in your brain to kind of wake you up. So that can be really good. If you're in an office, on your lunch break, try to get outside and take a walk. That can just give you a boost in energy that you need. So getting sunlight in the eyes can be very helpful. Another thing, diet. Diet is crucial to how you feel. If you eat a sugary lunch, you're not gonna feel good when you come back. Eat a healthy, clean meal, ideally some meat, some carbs, and some fats in there. You're gonna feel better. And actually, this is counterintuitive, but I would encourage you to stay away from the caffeine because it's gonna cause those crashes once that caffeine wears off, and you're only gonna need more. So that is gonna create a dependence. I would stay away from caffeine if I were you. Another one that we don't really think about that often is hydration. Hydration can sneak up on you. You're dehydrated before you know it. And I think I heard a statistic somewhere that about 70% of Americans are dehydrated at all times. So I'd encourage you to just regularly drink water. Even if you're not thirsty, you're just gonna feel better. That's what I do, and it works for me, but you do whatever you want, but I would encourage you to stay hydrated. Another thing is take breaks. Not too long of a break, and not maybe an unproductive break where you're just on your phone scrolling, but maybe set a block of time. So you're gonna work for 4 hours, then after those 4 hours, you're gonna get out and take a walk. Or my favorite is to take a 20-minute power nap. I love power naps, and I feel so much better when I come back. 22 minutes is the perfect time. So I encourage you to take a 22-minute power nap or take a 20-minute walk. That helps me, and it makes me feel better no matter what. So another thing you can kind of do to help increase that energy during the day is music. Some people really like to listen to music, and sometimes I do too. Like when I'm writing these YouTube scripts, I always have music going, and I feel really good, and I feel like I have a lot of energy while I'm doing it. Another thing you can do is socialize. Take a break, have a laugh. That can make you feel better, a little more energized, especially if you're having a difficult day. Go find some of your coworkers you enjoy. Don't be unproductive, but on your breaks and stuff like that, it can help. Another thing is gratitude. Practice some gratitude. What are 3 things you're grateful for today? And that might help you be energized. Sometimes when I'm at work and I'm having a tough day, if I just think about 3 things I'm grateful for, that helps me. So also, one point I do need to make is that sometimes your energy is gonna be low, and there's gonna be no fix for it. And that's okay. Some days it's just gonna be that way, and you have to power through. But hopefully these were helpful things to look at, and some helpful habits or behaviors you can incorporate before or during the day to help increase that energy.